It's February 8th, 2026. The big day is finally here, Lisa. The whole country is ready for the Super Bowl. It really is. Even sitting here in our quiet cafe, you can feel the excitement for tonight's big game. Definitely, especially because it's the Seahawks versus the Patriots, a historic rematch of Super Bowl 49.
Oh, right! That game with the legendary interception. I still can't believe that happened. And we have Bad Bunny performing at halftime today.
Exactly. It's like history is repeating itself, but with a new soundtrack. Are you more excited for the drama on the field or the concert?
Can I say both? I want to see if the Seahawks get their revenge, but Bad Bunny is gonna be amazing.
I expected nothing less from you. And I assume you have your party snacks ready for later?
Oh, definitely. I'm already dreaming about the 7-layer dip I'll be having during the game.
Well, you're in luck because the hype is everywhere. Today we're talking about Super Bowl commercial trends, a museum's identity crisis, and a very nostalgic revival. Sounds like a fun Sunday lineup. It is. But first, here represents today's keyword quiz. The word is comeback.
Comeback. Like when you win after losing?
Exactly. Or returning to a former successful status. Keep that in mind. Now, let's start with our first story. Aside from the game itself, everyone is talking about the commercials. Oh, the ads. I love them. But is there actual news? Isn't it just same old beer and cars? Actually, no. The big news is a shift in who is buying the airtime. So what are the new trends? The headlines are focused on 3 unexpected things: AI technology, a massive wave of weight loss drug advertisements, and a record number of celebrity cameos. Weight loss drugs and AI? That's a strange mix for a football game. How much does a spot like that even cost these days? It's over $7 million for just 30 seconds. That's huge money. That is insane. So they're spending $7 million to talk about diet pills? Exactly. Experts say it's all about meeting the current social obsession with health and tech. For example, did you see the teaser for the prostate cancer screening ad? A cancer ad during the Super Bowl? Isn't that a bit heavy? They're trying to keep it light. The tagline is actually, "Relax your tight end," featuring actual football tight ends. Relax your tight end? That is surprisingly clever for a medical ad. But it leads right into those GLP-1 weight loss ads, doesn't it? Exactly. Serena Williams is doing one for a telehealth firm called Ro, and Novo Nordisk is teasing an Ozempic spot too. It's the GLP-1 Super Bowl. But it's so ironic. We are all sitting there eating nachos and wings, watching ads for diet pills. It really captures the contradiction of our times, doesn't it? Even the celebrities are getting in on the weirdness. Did you hear about Kendall Jenner's ad?
Kendall Jenner? Please tell me she isn't selling AI.
No. She's in a Fanatics sportsbook ad talking about the Kardashian curse. You know, the theory that basketball players get cursed when they date her.
Self-aware humor. I like it. And wasn't there something about Matthew McConaughey?
Yes, he's back for Uber Eats trying to convince Bradley Cooper that football is just a giant conspiracy to make people hungry so they order more food. Honestly, based on how many wings I've ordered, he might be right. It's a snapshot of our culture wrapped in a very expensive 30-second package, though some spots are selling for over $10 million this year. $10 million for 30 seconds of McConaughey's conspiracies? Wow. At least we get some AI rebuild mascots too, like Svedka's Fembot. Technology is everywhere tonight. Even the commercials aren't safe from the future. Fair enough. But check this out. Did you hear about the Ben Affleck ad for Dunkin'? Ben Affleck and Dunkin'? He's basically their mascot at this point. True, but this one is a major reunion. It features him with Jennifer Aniston and Matt LeBlanc from Friends, and even Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
No way! A Friends and Seinfeld crossover for donuts? That is definitely going to get people talking.
Exactly. Advertisers are banking on that 90s nostalgia to cut through the noise.
I guess if the game gets boring, I can just play Spot the Celebrity with the commercials.
Speaking of which, let's move on to our second story. Let's shift from pop culture to high art. Hi, Art. Are we getting fancy? A little. The Philadelphia Museum of Art is rebranding by going back to its old name after just 4 months. Wait, didn't we talk about this back in October? I remember being excited about them becoming more community-focused. Sharp memory, Lisa. Yes, we did talk about them renaming themselves to Philadelphia Art Museum. They wanted to sound more colloquial. Philadelphia Art Museum. That sounds exactly the same, just minus a of. Why was that such a problem? Well, they pushed the nickname FAM for social media, but critics immediately started calling it FART. Fart? Oh no, that is a branding disaster. Who approved that? The former CEO, Sasha Suda. She's gone now, and the new director, Daniel Weiss, is fixing the mess. He said it cost them about $1 million to rebrand and another $50,000 to change it back. $1 million for a nickname that sounds like flatulence? That's an expensive mistake. Exactly. They're keeping the new Griffin logo, though. It's a bold, black and white griffin in a medallion. I mean, at least it's the Rocky Steps Museum again. If you change the name, people might think the steps are gone, too. Exactly. It's a global landmark. Confusing tourists is bad for business. Imagine running up the steps and finding a sign that says The Art Hub or FAM. It just doesn't feel the same. Sometimes the original really is the best. Why fix what isn't broken? Exactly. Precisely. It's a lesson in branding. Sometimes a comeback to your roots is the smartest innovative move. So, does this mean I should run up the steps like Rocky? Absolutely. Raise your arms in victory when you get to the top. Just don't trip. Woman falls down Rocky steps. I can see the headlines now. I'm going to rebrand you as Lisa Classic. No changes, just vibes. Lisa Classic sounds like a vintage soda. I like it. It's timeless. And carbonated. Finally, our third story is about the ultimate comeback. Guess who is returning to TV? Who? A band? Even better, the Muppets. They just held a one-off special that critics are calling joyful. No way! Kermit and Miss Piggy? I haven't seen them since Disney Plus did those shorts. The whole gang is back, and they brought guests like Sabrina Carpenter and Seth Rogen. Sabrina Carpenter? I love her. Did she sing with Kermit? She did, but the reviews also mention a bit of nostalgia and naughtiness. Naughtiness? The Muppets? Well, they always had that edge, didn't they? Jokes that went over kids' heads but made adults laugh. Seth Rogen apparently leaned into that quite a bit. That's true. Miss Piggy was always a bit of a diva. Exactly. This revival leans into that. It's being called the ultimate comfort watch for adults who grew up with them. Even Jennifer Lawrence is talking about making a Miss Piggy movie. I need that. The world is stressful. I just want to watch a frog play a banjo. Don't we all? It seems today is all about returning to the things we love. It really is. First the museum, now the Muppets. It's a comforting trend. It certainly is. What a day of returns. We had Super Bowl ads mirroring our lives, a museum reclaiming its name, and the Muppets coming back. I'm definitely watching the Muppets after the game. Good plan. Speaking of returns, our keyword today was comeback. Comeback. It means creating a return to a former status or success. Like the Philadelphia Museum coming back to its name and the Muppets coming back to TV. Exactly. And maybe your favorite team making a comeback in the second half? Let's hope so, even if I don't know who is playing. Go Red Team, right? Go Snack Team. I'm rooting for the halftime show. Listeners, which comeback are you most excited about? Or are you just waiting for the kickoff? Let us know in the comments. Have a fantastic Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, and before you go, please give us a thumbs up and a high rating if you enjoyed today's chat. We are actually so close to reaching 4,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to us if you could subscribe and help us get there. Send us some hype in the comments or by sharing the video. Your support keeps us going. See you next week.